Hello and welcome to another episode of Odyssey Strength Podcast, joined by yours truly, Giannis Xopoulos and
Jackson Mansudi.
We want to thank you for joining in for another episode. Hopefully we can give you some takeaway tips that can help improve your health and fitness journey, make the whole process a lot easier and more sustainable. If you're interested in coaching, you can reach out to either of us on our Instagrams. I'm Coach Xopoulos_OS.
Coach Jackson Mansudi _OS.
Or you can DM the Instagram page, Odyssey Strength, or find us on the website, odysseystrength.com.au. Let's get into the episode.
You deserve an extra treat.
We're live, by the way.
Welcome back to another episode of the Odyssey Strength Podcast. With your host, Jackson and...
Giannis.
What a terrible intro that was.
Episode 23.
Are we on 23?
Yep. If you missed all the other episodes, please go back and watch them. We've worked very hard over the last 8 months to bring this podcast to life. So I'd be very appreciative if you can go and listen to them. Actually, go and watch them and listen to them because...
Please like, subscribe.
Please just support us so that I can get some... we can get some money from YouTube. 1,000 views. I said it before, 1,000 views and start getting some cashola.
Do you really?
I think so.
I think I looked it up. It's like 60 cents or something per view once you hit a quota. I don't know, something like that.
It's like GoFundMe.
Yeah, I don't know how it works, to be honest, but it'd be interesting to see. Well, like, look at someone like Sam Sulek, bro. He gets like 700,000 views per video.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
I think he's up to 6 million subscribers.
And it's him walking through the supermarket, picking out what food to eat.
You know what I want to know, though? Because, like, because I'm venturing into this world of recording my life and daily vlogging and whatnot.
Sam Sulek.
Basically,
actually,
yeah.
Not that far off. Just like 30, 40 kilos of muscle.
Yeah, and he's younger
and longer
than me.
hair. Is he younger?
Yeah, he's 21, bro. 22.
I'd look like that too if I was on gear.
Here we go. He posted 8 hours ago and he got 266,000 views already.
Is that all?
And he's on 2.646 million subscribers. He's only got 281 videos.
It's nothing, bro.
So he's averaging like...
Sam, if you're listening to this, you got to bump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
10 days ago, 487K views, 714K views. Bro, that's ridiculous numbers.
Do you think there's going to be like a wave or mass exodus of fitness content? I think it's just going to keep getting better and better. Like,
I think it's going to keep... I was saying this to my client the other day and it's like...
Comfortable.
I mean, this is not really about... No, it sort of is. Who cares? I don't care. I'm talking banter right now.
I'm lying down, bro. This is fucking comfortable. Like, sorry.
You want to play footsie?
We touched feet and that was weird. Fleet.
Sorry.
I
think YouTube's going to be the #1 streaming service in the world at one point.
think Jason said that a while back.
Yeah, and I agree with him.
It was big and then it dropped because everyone loves short form. And now I think it's coming back.
I think...
I love a bit of YouTube, bro.
Bro, I don't watch TV. I watch YouTube.
Yeah.
My #1 streaming service is YouTube, and I don't pay for it.
You did for a bit, hey?
I did for a bit.
Was it good?
The only reason I did it was because we're in Europe.
Yeah, yeah.
The
So you can
flights,
watch
I wanted to download between the flights because we didn't get anything. So I was listening to podcasts and watching. I think at the time I was watching Christian Guzman because he was about to compete.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. Let's just like something.
Was the owner of Gymshark?
Alpha
Land, sorry.
Alpha Elite 3D and Alpha Land. Yeah. In fact, he's killing it, bro.
Shit, man.
Yeah. Quite inspiring. But yeah, bro, like YouTube is just like, I think people like watching other people do normal shit. Because it's like, if you see someone doing extraordinary stuff, but then they're also doing normal shit, it's like, I can still relate.
It's more relatable, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I think that's where I'm like trying to learn to film as well, like shit that's more relatable. I got some feedback on the first few episodes.
Yeah.
He was like, just like film more of the journey rather than talking about it. Like film you doing shit rather than you talking about doing shit. And I was like, okay. But it's like, it's fucking hard, easier said than done.
Of course, yeah. Feedback that I got was good.
From the vlogs?
Just about what we do.
Oh.
People say we're quite funny and we make fitness humorous. So thank you very much. But support us more. What's going on?
Yeah. Pay my
the follower account's not going up. It's not increasing.
No, we actually, look, I mean, this isn't a business meeting, but we might as well
could be in life.
I'm pretty happy with the content we're putting out at the moment.
Yeah, because it's fun to make.
Yeah, like I think if we're going to enjoy it, it's going to be better. And
if
also,
you like it, let us know so we can make more of it.
Yeah, 100%. I think as well as like, yeah, they're right. It's like if fitness is fun, then you're going to do more of it. But I say this a lot. there's gonna be a time when it's not fun and it's gonna be hard, and you have to accept that.
Fitness,
training, fitness,
whatever,
whatever
like today.
Yeah, bro.
Today wasn't all right. So a bit of context. We were a bit pressed for time. We mucked around probably a bit too long with some songs, music. And then we went, oh, fuck, it's 2:30. Booked this place for 4 o'clock. It's now 4:35.
In the undisclosed location.
Yeah, in the secret location. Was it Area 51?
Yeah.
That's the one. I had to remember. Area X. Yeah, so we were probably like 2 exercises in, and I went and I was like, oh, it's like 3 o'clock. It's 3:20.
I thought we booked it for 4:30, and I was like, yes.
He's like, this guy's got heaps of time.
And I was like, what are we rushing for?
3 exercises left.
Let alone just like, let's break down what our leg day is for anyone that doesn't know.
We
start off with laying leg curl. Technically, I'm supposed to do walking lunges, but my knees feel better when I do
knee health.
Yeah. Then I go into a pendulum squat. You go to hack squat. 3 sets of 6 to 8, which means go heavy. And then we do single leg press. Well, I do. You do squat press.
Yeah. No, I do the same. As you.
Yeah, leg press, but you do 2 legs.
I chose to because of time. Because it takes me to. So the reason I did that was because you were doing like 400 kilos, and I just couldn't be bothered moving the plates. But I can't do the same way with single leg, so I'll just do double leg.
Yeah, okay. So I did that, and then leg extension. So we supersetted the single. I supersetted the single leg press into the leg extension, and
I went from leg extension to squat press.
Yeah, and I was
fraud.
I was so close to throwing up.
Yeah,
bro. Like when I burped, it was like there was something coming up. I was struggling. I was dying.
So those Voost tablets that are coming up.
Yeah, you know what? I realized something.
So you had just too close to training.
No, not even that. I don't like the taste of like flavored water.
Really?
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. Give me Coke Zero.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to have Coke Zero before training.
No. That's what I'm saying. It's got to be far enough away from training.
Yeah.
Because you know when you get so cooked, your mouth dries up and you get that like metal taste in your mouth.
Oh, lactic acid by the building.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I don't like flavored water. Like during training, I don't like that taste in my mouth. I'm like, give me plain
citrus.
Water. It doesn't sit well.
We've been. How long have you been running the Voost tablets for?
Like, I do it on and off for about a couple months.
They're just hydration tablets.
Yeah,
and I will say like they do make a big difference.
Yeah, 100%.
Like bar having to smash down some salt. Like I like it because it's pumped, but bro, it tastes like shit.
Salt, I love salt, bro. I don't care.
What, in water?
Yeah, I don't care.
Salt water.
Yeah, I don't care.
I just dry scoop it and then I chug it.
Oh yeah, I do that too. But like,
bro, there was one stage I was putting it in the water and I was mixing it, and I was like,
nah, fuck
I feel like I'm at Coogee Beach.
I'll have it like I'll lick it and then just like
tequila.
Yeah, basically, bit of honey as well.
Yeah,
yeah,
bit of good carbs.
Yeah.
But yeah, just hydration tablets, and I refuse to pay the absurd prices that Hydrolyte put their fucking tablets.
But it's even like, you know, I put on my story today. It's like we had the caffeine, we had the pre-workout. Everyone wants to pump pre-workout. That's fine, and it's like, of course, probably gives you a better pump, better focus, more energy, caffeine, beta alanine, all that shit. But it's like if you're not hydrating yourself through the workout as well, then you're kind of putting the caffeine not to its best use.
Yeah, it's wild. Majority. I'm probably 98% sure we've said this before, but the majority of the reason why your performance lacks like after the first exercise in your workout is because of lack of hydration. And hydration is not just chugging down water all day and expecting to feel good. It's like, no, you need to have
consistently drink it throughout the day.
Well, yeah, you gotta replace whatever you're sweating out. And if you're a sweater, fuck man, you gotta jack that up.
Yeah. I remember there was a point where I wasn't, and now I'm like so conscious of it. Cause like even at work, when I'm in sessions, I'm just like going through the motions. It's like, I'm like, why is my energy so shit?
Yeah, you crash pretty quick.
Just overall like energy throughout the day sucks.
Yeah, so smashing those, and I found that the berry flavor was a bit better compared to the citrus flavor. So both citrus flavors, orange and lime. If you're doing like high lactate work, like really heavy pushing, or you're doing a superset or something, like not training arms, legs or back and chest or something that's like massive, big muscle groups, bro, you start getting these burps. And then you're just like, oh, fuck, here we go.
Yeah, it's the worst.
But the berry one goes down all right.
Yeah, I haven't tried the berry
I just don't love the flavor. It's very artificial.
I have to say, lately, I've just been not looking forward to legs each week.
I'm sorry.
Siri, bro.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm like, legs has been my most dreaded session of the week lately.
You do it twice a week?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've
Well, we said this. You know what? It would be prep number what? What's the video that we recorded today? 3 or 4?
That'll be 5.
5. Yeah. Well, we mentioned it today. I missed one of my sessions on last Friday.
Yeah, I wouldn't have picked up my audio, just yours.
Yeah. So we said it on the thing. You'll maybe hear it, maybe not. It depends how good Jackson is at editing.
Hey, I'm not bad. Hey, I've had a few people come up to me and be like, bro, who edits your videos? And I'm like, me.
Me, fucker. Yeah, so I missed one of my sessions on Friday, which is a hamstring dominant day.
It was a tough day, man.
Yeah, but I missed it the week before. So I think it's just actively not wanting to do it.
Yeah, it's the novelty of the exercise.
I just it's just disgusting. I just fucking hate it. It's lying leg curl, seated leg curl, remaining deadlift, hip extension. It's just chat. It's just like, fuck me. Right. So the first week I actively avoided it and I got scolded for it. Fair enough, because that's no excuse. Like, if you're not enjoying it, you change it. You don't just skip it. It's not acceptable. At least if you have the same goals that we have. And then last week I was like, okay, I switched the days. So I went and did arms, like the arm day on Friday.
Do you like that arm day?
It's a bit short, so I added a couple of things in there.
Really? I like it. I'm good by the end of it. But I also train a lot heavier than you.
Oh, thanks. Cheers.
No, it's true.
What? A couple kilos? My arms are fucking huge.
You actually do have pretty decent arms.
Thank my dad for that. I got good arm genetics.
I got terrible arm genetics.
Give him a fucking big. But yeah, I like the novelty of it, so I just keep going a little bit. So I'm like a couple hammer curls, reverse curls, get a bit of a pump.
Brachialis.
Yeah, fucking a couple of fucking pump. But that doesn't that literally affects my recoveries at like 0.
Yeah.
Has no bearing whatsoever.
Junk volume, brother.
It's just junk volume. It's good fun. But it keeps me in the gym. This is the thing, is like, it keeps me in the gym.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
How are you? I've been playing around with it a lot. So if anyone doesn't know, like our program, a lot of it, the way it's set up is like first exercise is like a pre-pump or a pump-up sort of exercise.
Pumper-umper.
Yeah. And then it's like it's not even, I wouldn't even call it pre-fatiguing. I'd say it's like a warm-up without a warm-up.
Yeah, it's so you don't have to spend 15 minutes doing everything else. You band this and you band that, and I'm tight here and I'm tight there. It's like,
so perfect examples like starting exercises like cable fly on my chest day, and then we go.
Oh, did that yesterday. I actually finally got a cable fly instead of the pec deck. Mad.
Really? I like the pec deck.
Oh, I like it too, but my gym didn't have one.
Yeah, so pec deck or cable fly, and then going into the pressing incline press.
Very nice.
How do you find it? I like it.
I like it.
Have you been programming it like that?
I have, but I'm also conscious that most people don't train at 12 o'clock during the day or like 5 a.m. like you. So while I will attempt to program it.
So I've been doing with the lower body.
What do you mean?
So I've been programming.
Oh yeah, that's fine. But like I'm saying, if it's upper body, there's no way I can get someone to do a cable fly at 6 p.m. unless you're just a greedy motherfucker and you like inconveniencing everyone that goes at 6 p.m.
I've done it for some because they train at different times, but the one I've been playing around with a lot has been single leg hip thrust into RDL.
Oh yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah, it's been all right. I feel like it, because the problem is like.
So why did you choose single leg hip thrust? Why not just normal?
Because I didn't want too much fatigue going into the RDL.
Fair.
And the loadability is lower, but it's still like you still get a good pump from it. Like people usually I feel my glutes.
So how do you do? What do you do with a dumbbell?
Yeah, just dumbbell on the hip. But I didn't want to do 45-degree hip extension because I played with that.
It's a Jason special, that one.
What?
That single leg hip thrust.
I was doing it way before. Fuck that guy. I tried the 45-degree hip extension into a B stance RDL. I just gave it to Noah. The thing I'm finding the problem with is
lower back.
No, the loadability.
Yeah.
Loadability of the 45-degree hip extension with someone with strong glutes is so hard, bro.
What about loadability where she's holding the plates?
She's doing it the way she okay. This is the thing, right?
This is the thing. It's like
she's doing
it.
Go
down the rabbit hole.
She's doing it like closer to her body, so I understand what you're saying. But she doesn't feel her glutes if she does it further away. She feels her lower back.
But why don't you extend away from the midline?
What do you mean?
Away from the hips. Hold it above your head.
Yeah, we tried that, and she doesn't feel her glutes. She feels her lower back. Because I think what I've found with a lot of people who do that, anyway, we'll fill you guys in.
We're just having a conversation. Listen, we're having a coaching discussion here.
What I found with people who do take it away from the midline and increase the moment.
So like it's just, you're increasing the moment arm by moving your hands away from your hips and moving the plate away from your hips.
The best way I ever explained this, so on a 45-degree hip extension, so it's like if you hold it close, if you hold a plate close to you, like how I am in the camera right now, for anyone who can see, it's a lot easier.
It's like near your chest.
Near my chest. But if I hold it further away from me, whether it's a hip extension or just in general, it's harder. Yeah, because there's more distance between you and...
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about from here to here.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying in general terms, if you want to understand moment arms, closer to you, easier, further away, harder.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, so all you're doing is bringing the dumbbell further away from you so that it makes it harder. But what I found with people cueing that is they tense up their upper body and they find their lower back kicks in. Yeah. So this is the problem. So it's like she's stronger in this position, feels more her glutes, but the loadability becomes an issue.
How would I fix that?
So look, I'm experimenting and I like it, but I find that the way it works with chest probably doesn't work the same way with lower body.
No, I disagree.
For that exercise.
Well, I mean, glutes are bigger. They're bigger and they're stronger than the chest. So yes, okay, probably. I would say
I'm very much enjoying this conversation.
Yeah, I guess it just depends. It's individual, right? So if you listen to this, I haven't seen you in a while.
She does listen to this.
Shorter torso?
Yeah, shorter torso, longer legs, big quads.
You can use holds then. Use a 10-second hold.
Yeah.
Or use a drop set.
I told her we should. She doesn't like it. I said we might try Zercha barbell.
It doesn't feel good
with the easy bar. Yeah, she doesn't like it.
I fucking hate it. I tried it.
I did it with the dumbbell. I liked it with the dumbbell.
Bro, I tried putting a barbell on my back.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
I cracked my neck.
That's disgusting.
I fucking hit the back of my cervical spine. I almost decapitated myself.
I saw some brand bodybuilder did a cable one.
Oh yeah, I used to do that when I trained ages ago.
Bro, the cable one by far is probably
the cable one.
Yeah, bro, you hold it with a straight bar.
Oh yes.
I see some brand have it.
Why don't you put a band around it?
Yeah, that would probably work.
That's mad.
Yeah, that
fucking hurts, but
that
it's mad.
Be good. I like that.
We're really gonna have to explain all this, but that's fine.
Anyway, if you're okay, put it this way: if you want to increase the pump of your workout and the fatigue and the stimulus of your session, start your lower body workout with either a hip thrust, a single leg hip thrust. Would you say anything else?
No, I don't mind a 45-degree hip extension.
A 45-degree hip extension?
If you can load it and feel it, it's good. Like if you feel it in your hamstrings, it's just going to mean that everything else feels kind of clunky moving into the next stuff.
I think for a guarantee, go into your 45-degree hip extension.
I like a bridge.
Sorry,
bridge movement, yeah.
So go into your single leg glute bridge or a hip thrust and then go into either an RDL or a front foot elevated reverse drop lunge.
Or a bulg.
Or a Bulgarian, yeah. I'd say those are the
staples.
The ways I would use that sequence
Superset?
of exercise. Yeah, I would do straight sets.
I got Helen to do single leg remaining deadlift. So one leg's on the bench, supported.
Oh, the supported one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I hate the balance one. That's so dumb.
Nah.
I find that the stupidest exercise.
The supported one, hectic.
Yeah.
Straight into goblet squat.
Yeah, it'd be like a base stance RDL.
It is. But you don't have to hold yourself.
Yeah, but would you be
and you get a bit more rotation. I like it.
Are you loading just one side?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
The other side, you'd hit the bench.
Because you're rotating and you're getting a bit more of a stretch. Yeah, stretch
that
hypertrophy.
Stretch that glute max where you
hey, if you don't understand this, get on our fucking level.
Listen, bro, if you don't understand and you want to know, go on the app. That's all I'm going to say. Education.
Yeah, I like that sequence and I'm experimenting it with a lot of my clients at the moment and they seem to be enjoying it, especially the females. Like even if I do single leg glute bridge into squat.
Yeah.
Because most of the girls I train, longer femurs, hip hinge more, they're going to get quite a bit of the
all
hip
them tall girls.
All the tall girls, yeah.
It's hard. It is hard. That's why, okay, that is why you were questioning why I did leg extension before single leg press. Because I don't feel the loadability when I'm in a single leg press. I just feel my glutes working, but my cheeks are working overtime. Doesn't matter where I put my legs, nothing. It's just fucking just
See,
glutes.
I'm all quads, bro.
But then when I go and do leg extension beforehand, smash them, come over, butter.
Do you think mind muscle connection is a real thing?
Yes. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, of course I agree.
Yeah, I think you obviously, like, shouldn't mentally masturbate yourself over it. But if you don't feel your bicep when you're doing a bicep curl and you're like, oh, I can feel it in my shoulder, there's really no guarantee that your bicep's going to be doing majority of the work.
Yeah, I think you got to take it with a grain of salt.
You'd be less inclined to keep training hard if you didn't feel a muscle. It's like, okay, I'm moving the weight, but I don't feel what you're asking me to do. So the effort's not going to be there because you're just moving the weight.
I think some people do a better job at feeling certain muscles compared to others.
Yeah, I think slowing the movement down and experiencing where the movement is hardest the most is going to you're going to seek out that connection that you're looking for. It's like people say, oh, I don't feel my glutes in a Bulgarian split squat. It's like, yeah, because you jump out of the bottom as soon as it starts to get hard. You're at rep 6 and you're like, okay, I'm done. It's like you can do 6 or 7 more, but you're just choosing not to because it's fucking hard. Like that, the uncomfortableness that you need to explore is going to give you what you're looking for.
Yeah, and I think also when it comes to technique as well, it's like people like for example, bench press. It's like if your elbows come in, your triceps are taken over. If your elbows go out, your chest takes over. Like that's usually what happens. And it's the same with other things. It's like your body, when fatigues, always is going to rely on its strongest muscle.
Yeah, it just goes to where it's strong.
Yeah, so it's like when you're squatting and you fold, it's like, of course, your hip extensors are stronger.
Yeah. Yeah, like those kids today, they're training at the gym.
Yeah, man. Fuck, that was rough.
I helped them, but
yeah, no, they needed the help.
Bro, there was no way that weight was going back up.
No.
Context. Belt squat, I'm not a big fan.
I'm not. We might be getting one at Fitness First.
I heard.
Yeah, I hope we don't. I hope we get a hack squat.
Just between that and a hack squat, you're not getting a hack squat.
Yeah, I know. I really want the fucking hack squat.
Got some insider trading. You're not getting a hack squat.
We're not?
No.
Why?
You're getting a belt squat.
Oh, why?
Because that was what was requested.
What? A belt squat was requested?
Sorry, it wasn't requested. Your request wasn't processed by the adequate party.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, before I get fucking sued, let's stop that conversation right there.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, you can't sue me for anything. I don't have anything. Nothing in my name.
Where were we going?
I don't know. It was about training.
Oh, okay. Here's something as well. Something that I want to touch on.
Just want to say, sorry if we've got 21 minutes in, you're still listening. Sorry about no podcast last week. That was a blunder on my part. I booked 6 sessions and then I went, oh, we don't have a booking.
Honestly, I'm much closer friends and business partners after last week.
It was a rough Wednesday. It's all right. We'll have a hump day. We got over it. Couple of humps.
It was a hump 4 days, bro.
It was a humper day. But now we're back. It's all right. And the week before that, we had no visuals.
Did we? Oh, yeah, we did. Fuck. Bro, we're shambles.
That's okay. We're back. End of the year, 1 month out, we're changed people.
We just wanted to take a quick break from the podcast. If you're enjoying the podcast and the way that we approach our training and nutrition philosophy with our clients, then please make sure you do hit the link in the bio and get interested in some coaching, or you can always DM us on Instagram. Back to the episode.
Let's go.
Lower back taking over in a Romanian deadlift.
All right. My absolute favorite is bench behind the knees.
Yes, I agree.
Right? Push hips back. Don't let your knees come off the bench. I'm telling you, slide your hands down the front of your quads. You'll never feel your lower back in the rain.
I have a caveat to it though.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, in terms of like the muscles that work in that movement, like the erectors work. Like I think at some point you got to stop worrying about your lower back hurting, because if you're not in physical pain and it's just like a pump, then relax.
Yeah. If you go into a bit of lower back curvature, bro, look, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. I don't care. It's not the end of the world.
No.
You'll be okay. But I guess it's like a safety mechanism. Like people think, oh, lower back. The same thing happens when I go stupid on 45-degree hip extension. Next day I'm like, oh.
Yeah, well, your erectors are muscles too.
They're working.
It's like
extend those hips, brother.
Again, Noah today. Fuck, she's
sorry, Noah. You're getting.
No, I'm not even roasting her. It's just like she was saying, and I had a few other clients say this as well. It's like, oh, dumbbell RDLs, lower back's hurting a little bit, or like
subguns are low,
fatiguing. We fixed that, but it's more so. It's like, yeah, of course. When's it hurting? Or like later on. It's like, yeah, you're on your 4th set.
Yeah.
Like, what do you expect? The fatigue's gonna build up at some point. I said it to someone the other day. I was like, when I was RDLing 140 kilos, I can tell you, I felt some of my fucking lower back.
Oh, 100%.
Like, what do you expect?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess there's like a certain limit. Like if that's all you feel, probably stop. If you can feel an even balance, I think, between your hamstrings, your glutes, like if your whole lower body, sorry, the rear part of your lower body is working and your back's working as well, just take it. Just take it.
Yeah, I think if you're like feeling on every exercise, then or like a leg press, like a, you know, like all that stuff, then fair enough. But
it's not just that in isolation.
Yeah, I think you really got to ask yourself, like, what is the exercise that I'm doing? What are the muscles involved in the exercise? And then how bad is it? Like,
you know what? On that note, I think it's wild that most people do not understand like what muscle works in certain movements.
Yeah, like they don't know where they should be.
No,
it's like when I prospected someone yesterday squatting, and I'm like, "What are you thinking about?" And they're like, "I'm just trying to get it up." And I'm like,
yeah, that's wild.
Fair enough. Like,
powerlifting, all good.
Yeah, yeah. Well, not even
that shit up.
Yeah, but not even that, bro. Like when you're powerlifting, it's like you still have things to think about. And I'm like, okay, let's change this up. They're like, how's that feel? I'm like, oh, I feel my legs. And I'm like, yeah, like good. Like that's what you should be feeling.
Yeah.
It's like I can tell you that even when you're doing 1RMs, like everything still hurts.
Yeah, I think having at least a base understanding of the base muscles, or like the at least the foundational muscles, like where your chest is, what the chest does, where your back is.
Yeah.
Like at least knowing like a little bit of anatomy and like what muscles are at least called will significantly enhance your progress. Like 100%.
Yeah, you don't have to be a biomechanist.
You don't even have to be a PT. It's just like, okay, I know that when I do a dumbbell row, I need to feel it on the side of my body, on my back. Yeah. If you feel it on your left shoulder, like if you don't understand where you're supposed to be feeling it, you could go, yeah, that's mad, and just keep doing that. And majority of people do that. They just fucking train because, you know, this person on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok said, do this movement because it makes this. But it's like, if you don't know how that feels, how can you grow a muscle?
Yeah, I think it's okay if you're trying to get from like beginner to intermediate, but if you're trying to like, get exceptional results, you really got to understand what you're doing and why you're doing it.
Yeah, but even then, I think a beginner needs to understand.
No, they should, but like you can get by, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you can get by with your gains for like 6 months to a year, but why would you want to waste them?
Yeah, I think I say this a lot to people. It's like, oh, you know, you teach us a lot. It's like, I'm just trying to make sure you don't make the same mistakes I did because you're fast tracking your progress.
Yeah, man. It's like, Douglas doesn't listen to this, one of my clients, but he was doing a seated row, right? And was just pulling and no real scap retraction, no real extension of the upper body. And I said, all right, bring the load back a bit because, you know, you get a bit excited. Like when you're in your first 6 months of training, so are my arms. I know they're fucking massive, though. Shit. Like when you're in your first 6 months of training.
Strength skyrockets, bro.
Right. You just like every week, you just start adding load. Even in the same session, you're just like, okay, I got the max range of reps. I'm going to go up. I'm going to go up. I'm going to go up. And you're just like, holy fuck. Each week, and you start eating a little bit better as well because you become a little bit more conscious. And then your environment for muscle growth and strength progression just becomes like this fucking plethora of success. It's just like, wow, I can keep going. But then it comes a point where you're like, maybe I'm just flying too close to the sun. I need to pull it back just a little bit. Just remind myself there's bare minimums or like the standard of acceptable technique, which is what we did. And I just said, okay, just take it back 5 kilos, do this. It was like, oh, 100%. And then next week you can go back to 41 instead of 36 or whatever it was. And you'll have success. You won't have to think about that again because you stopped yourself before it becomes too late. And I think that's where, especially on things like deadlifts, Romanian deadlifts and squats, people, they just keep going. There's no regression for technique every so often. It's like if you train 6 months a year, whatever, and you just keep adding weight to your squat, maybe you could throw some technique sessions in there. Unless you're like fucking, you know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, but I mean,
even sometimes, like I take the weight back. You took the weight back yesterday, wasn't it? For your
shoulder. For my shoulder, yeah. But
like,
even like you kind of learn to program it into your session because it's like you'll do heavy sets and then you're like, I'm gonna go for more reps. focus on the technique,
Yeah.
really try and get because even me, it's like, fuck, bro, like doing 3 sets of heavy squats, pendulum squats, hack squat, whatever you want to call it, mad, fun. But like by the 3rd set, if you're pushing the first 2 sets hard enough, you kind of don't want to go heavy on that 3rd set.
No.
So
yeah, you actively avoid doing the hard work.
yeah, so I'm going to go a little bit lighter. So I pulled it back 10 kilos.
Total.
Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, I'll do more reps. And like it worked. And I'm still struggling on the last rep. I'm not working any less. I'm just getting more reps. So I have the time it takes me to get to that same amount of fatigue is longer because there's more reps to get through.
Yep.
And the weight's lighter. And I focus more on my technique, even not that I'm never focusing it during the first 2 sets, but you just put more of an emphasis on it.
Yeah. I had Daria, one of my online boys, come in last Friday. And he's a strong bloke, right? He wants to improve his physique and start putting in the work. Like he trains hard, but I think it's just the direction. And this is like majority of most people when they're in the gym. The direction and training intensity is just it's not aligned. Like there's no real okay. First set is go balls to the wall. It's always like okay, I'll do a set. I might get 12. I got 12. I'll do that set again. Get another 12. Maybe I'll go up like 2 kilos, 4 kilos, whatever. I'll do that set. Maybe get 10 and call it a day. But it's like I said to him, those first 2 sets, even the first 3 sets, you completed all of it. Like those sets don't count.
Yeah,
if you can understand that earlier and fucking do harder work, you can do less and then get better results.
Not even that, bro. Like I saw a story the other day or even today. It was just like, worked out the pyramid sets. It's like those pyramid sets mean nothing. I even showed my client. I showed her a video of a set and I was like, see that? I was like, your first 9 reps meant fuck all. I was like, they're literally only there to make sure that you get to those last 3 that matter.
Yeah.
It's like people are like, oh, we do so many sets. It's like, no, we don't. We do 3. You just do a few warm-up sets as well. It's like, if you're wondering why the fuck you're not making progress and you're like, oh, I did 3 sets. It's like, well, I'm doing 8 sets on lat pull downs. It's like, no, you're fucking not. You're probably doing 1.
Yeah.
That's actually really tough. And understanding them.
It's probably the last one.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like understanding that you actually need to work hard for the set to do anything is really important. And it's like, I'll make this example as well for like a lot of the females out there who are just like, oh, like, I want to I don't want to get jacked upper bodies or I do. Either way, it's fucking hard. Like you have to work hard. And it's like, you're not just going to magically do a dumbbell press and your chest is going to grow and your shoulders are going to be jacked.
I wish.
I know. Because if that's the case, then why the fuck don't all these girls walk around with jacked shoulders? Because heaps of girls train upper body and it's fucking hard to build muscle because you got to work for it. And those pyramid sets you're doing or those drop sets you're doing, the only reason those drop sets feel hard is because you've built up enough fatigue that you actually are working the muscle.
Couldn't have said it better.
Yeah, it just kind of grinds my gears when I see that because it's like, oh, I'm doing such high volume. It's like, are you?
It's not a flex, but it's not a flex.
Yeah.
It's not fun either.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing, right? It's like you can do both. Like you can do either high volume, lower intensity. You need to do more work, or you can do lower volume, higher intensity. But
should do both.
Yeah, you should, but you got to fucking work hard.
Yeah,
either way, you got to work hard.
Yeah, I think if you,
because let's put this.
You got to practice working hard. It's just
like, let's put it into an example, right? Let's say you got 5 sets, I got 4 sets, right? Maybe I'm going to failure on all 4 sets. You're going to 3 reps in reserve on all 5 sets. Either way, we're probably getting the same stimulus, but you're still working hard. 3 reps in reserve is still hard. You're still like, those last 2 reps, you're like working for it. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, so what? You're doing more volume than me. But like, it doesn't mean that you get to slack off.
Yeah, there's still relative points where the intensity needs to be more than what you're doing. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to blanket statement. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You could probably go more. Like there is more. And if you do more and better quality, not just fucking ripping shit and moving it. Like that's pointless. We've just spoken about feeling muscles and how that can reflect on your physique. But going into the set with the intention of doing as much hard work as you can is going to be better for you, period. Doesn't matter if you want to be jacked as a fucking bull, toned like your favorite Instagram model, just want to lose a little bit of weight. Like, you can do more. There's always room there.
I mean,
It's
the
uncomfortable,
amount, the
but
amount of
fuck.
times I've had a few consults lately where it's like people who have trained for a year or two,
They're the fun ones.
and it's like, have you trained like this? And they're like, no. And I'm like, that's why you're not getting better results after the first 6 months you started training.
You can do whatever you want for the first 6 months.
Yeah, like if
It's
you,
fucking
if you
mad.
throw enough shit at the ceiling, some of it's gonna stick. You know what I mean?
It's a mad period.
Yeah, it's good. It's fun
It's almost like you're on drugs.
yeah, 100%. Because you just respond to everything.
What's that? Bosu ball crunch? Abs.
But it's like, yeah, all these people like, you know, oh, I've been training for a while. I'm like, cool. Like, means nothing to me. Had a girl today. She's like, yeah, I've been training for a while. I'm like, that's fine. And like, I don't mean to.
Doesn't mean to sound like a prick.
Yeah,
He's a prick, but
I don't mean to
not in
sound
that
like a
sense.
prick, but it's like if you were happy with how you looked, you probably wouldn't be having a conversation with me.
You wouldn't be sitting in front of me.
Yeah, like you wouldn't be taking my advice. You wouldn't be listening. And even then, even if you were, and you like, who doesn't want fucking better results? Who doesn't want to take it to the next level, be exceptional? That's where I come in.
There's a lot of people like that, to be honest.
Yeah, but you also got to have the mindset for it, right? It's like, think about how the mindset you walk into the gym with when we do those leg sessions.
Oh, yeah. I was nervous already.
you're
Like,
nervous?
I was nervous walking to the car.
And we don't talk to each other as much because we're like, all right, well, like we've got to get into some zone to find that energy and gear to push it.
Yeah. Now, it's not like you have to go to war, but it's
No.
just not like there's these 3 girls that train at it's like 6:45 or 6:30, 6:45 in the morning, and they just chat shit. They're just the loudest 3 in the gym. It's like all good, but your cable kickbacks aren't going to get you those results while you're talking about smashed avocado after this.
Or who the fuck was on a date on the weekend?
That's cool. I like being social too. And we're social when we train. But like when you're doing your set, it's okay to just shut the fuck up and train.
Yeah, I think there's like 2 extremities to it, right? I don't think you have to be grunting and
it's not
and
about
like
that.
and like
It's not good. You know, if you go to war, if you're like, I gotta go to war, I
As
gotta
like-
train as hard as I can.
yeah, and stomping the ground before you do it and slapping yourself. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
bro, chill the fuck out. You're lifting heavy circles.
If you're bigger than me, you can do what you want. But
Yeah, true. But you also don't want to fucking walk in and sort of be like, la di da di da.
pink
you know?
dumbbells.
Yeah, sort of vibe. It's like you need to find that in between where it's like, I mean, put it this way, man. Like when I train at work, like in between sets, yeah, oh, fuck, I'll have a chat. How you doing,
Do whatever
bro?
you want in
How's
between.
things, you know?
But when you're training, you
But what-
gotta fucking nut up or shut up. Like
Yeah. And some people will say, hey, you look really angry when you're training.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, man, because I'm training.
I don't like, or you think I enjoy lifting hundreds of kilos every day?
Relax, bro. You're not that strong.
Hey, my total volume's high. I haven't filled it out yet, but I'm predicting in the 7,000s.
That's my average.
It's all right. We're different. Relative strength. Moment arms and talk.
Yeah, but this has been a very educational podcast.
Well, we're not going to, your mic was off, so they're not going to know what talk was.
Huh?
Your mic was off while we were training.
Oh, yeah, talk at the joint.
Yeah. That's why I can't do as much weight.
Yeah, so Giannis is taller, which means that like overall the sheer force on his body is more because there's more torque at his joints because he's got longer limbs.
Thanks, parents.
Hey, it's not a problem because when you have more muscle mass, you look more of like an Adonis.
That's hard. It's so hard.
It's-
Long femurs and quad muscles, they just don't gel.
Me and quads.
You're like,
shake
oh,
hands
squat,
like this.
squat pattern? Oh, muscle will grow.
Yeah, they've actually grown so much. Not to hide myself.
Well,
up.
he hit 90 kilos this
Yeah,
morning.
90 kilos now.
So what's the plan?
I don't actually know.
Getting chub
Well, this is the thing. I was speaking to someone about this today.
before you start? Are you allowed to call people fat?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking about it before and I was like, is that acceptable? I don't know.
I mean, look,
Probably depends on the context, right?
Yeah, it depends on the context, but I would say, I'm personally not going to go out of my way and just call someone fat, but I'll say, okay, you're overweight. You're unhealthily overweight. Because if health becomes a factor where it's like you are putting your health at risk, it's like someone, like I would want someone to tell me if I'm unhealthy.
You're unhealthy. Set up, dunk.
I mean,
You're fat.
I
I'm fat. Okay.
I have been unhealthy. I know what that's like.
Oh, cake.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild? So you're almost 10 kilos.
I'm 10 kilos off my heaviest I've ever been, but I have a much different body composition. Yeah, but BMI would tell you that I'm still fat.
I don't know about that.
Still unhealthy. Nah, but I don't actually know what the plan is. I was saying this to my PTM today. I was like, I can't see myself gaining more muscle without the sacrifice of more body fat.
Of course.
Right now. Now, I don't know.
Did you hear that, everyone? Hang on. Say that again. So wait, you're telling me you can't put muscle on without putting body fat on?
Yes. But
Shocker.
the caveat to that is the more fat, body fat you have, the harder it is to put more muscle on.
Mm.
So you're better off starting from a leaner position.
If you don't have abs, you shouldn't be bulking.
Yes and no. I kind of don't agree with that.
Yeah, but when I mean abs, I don't mean like shredded abs. I mean just like, okay, you can see where your abs start.
Yeah, okay.
Like some visible outline of abdominal muscles before you start bulking. If you're like 18, 20% body fat, why are you bulking? What extra muscle are you adding? You're just eating more and putting more body fat on. I mean males only, not females.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit different though, because like I think at that age you're gonna respond.
What age?
Like if you're
I didn't say an age. I'm just talking generally.
Young male though, if you're young, so here's an example. Like my cousin started training, right?
Mm.
He's always been a bit of a chubby kid. And he's like, you can't say he's abs. He's got I wouldn't say he's got a gut. He's just got a flat stomach.
That's fine.
So you're
like he's probably not 18 to 20% body fat. I don't think you understand how chubby that actually is.
Yeah, true.
That's like that's a bit of a belly.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I don't think I can see myself putting more muscle mass on from this position without putting more body fat on, or like more than I need.
So mini cut and then go again.
Maybe even just sit at maintenance for a bit.
You reckon?
Yeah, consolidate the muscle. You know.
I was been waiting for that. You reckon?
I don't know. We'll see.
You're not the driver of the ship anyway.
No, I'm not.
Not captain of the ship.
Well, it just all depends on how much time we have, because everything's on schedule now.
Oh. How many months now?
Well, the dates for season B haven't been released yet.
8.
Huh?
8 months?
Yeah, it'd be like September, October next year.
Fuck. It's coming around fast.
Yeah, bro. Someone asked me if I'm going to Europe. Sam asked me if I'm going to Europe. I'm like, bro, probably not.
That would be nice.
I'm telling you now, when everyone's there.
I'm not watching anyone's stories.
When everyone's there and I'm dieting and hungry.
I'm not talking to you either. There will be no podcasts and no phone calls between the months of September. Sorry, no. When do you have to start dieting? How many months out do you reckon? 3?
I had to start dieting at like, 4, bro. It's a 24-week prep.
Oh, well, like I fucking knew that.
I
don't eat for 1 week and get shredded, so I don't count.
Probably like April, May.
Okay.
June, July.
All the listeners, there'll be no
September.
podcast between April to May to September, unfortunately. You'll have to only send in your questions via email, and I'll get back to you via email because
I'll speech to text.
Jackson will be fucking useless.
No, I'll be right. So I've actually got a theory.
Okay, no Coke Zero before bed.
Yeah, I agree.
No Coke Zero before bed.
Yes, Dad.
Absolutely not. Sugar-free Passionata, 100%.
Has that got no caffeine in it?
No.
Oh.
Cola's got caffeine in it. I almost lost it there.
I was going to say.
It's all good. We're all good. Almost ruined the whole thing.
Okay.
Hey, cola's got caffeine in it. So if you're someone like smashing Coca-Cola.
Even if it's zero.
Even if it's zero.
Or diet.
Yeah, it has to be caffeine free, which tastes like shit.
Oh, it tastes so bad.
It's fucking dog
You wouldn't
shit.
think the caffeine improves the taste so much.
It's so good.
I
want to know what caffeine. I've never seen caffeine by itself. Tell me what it is. What does it look like? Existential question. What does it look like?
Isn't it come from a leaf?
I don't know.
Anyway, this is my theory, right? I reckon when I get back from my holidays in Bali,
yeah,
I am going to taper off caffeine for a while so that when I'm in the depths of dieting and I need to rely on caffeine a little bit more,
Yeah.
I respond a bit better to it.
Okay, caffeine is a white bitter tasting powder.
Oh, okay.
No wonder it's so addictive. It's like the other one.
But
So
yeah.
you reckon bringing it back, kind of resensitizing yourself?
Yeah. I mean, look, I think everyone should do it every once in a while. I've done it. It was good. I liked it.
Okay, I'm all out of pre-workout now, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, but you still have a coffee or a Monster.
Yeah, I don't really count that.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
it still
a lot.
is.
Yeah, I think bringing the tolerance back, because like
Bro,
there's a
mine's so
stage.
bad at the moment.
Like I didn't have a coffee this morning because I knew I was gonna have pre-workout. Like sometimes I just can't do both because it just makes me feel like absolute shit. I know you're fucked.
I had a Monster this morning and then a
No.
coffee and then that.
All right, no one listens to any advice he gives about caffeine consumption. He says he's gonna taper, but it's not gonna happen.
No, I am. I have to because like I know what it feels like to take the tolerance back and then resensitize
Oh,
yourself.
it's so good,
Bro, that
It is,
that
man.
first coffee
You're like,
you have
Can
you've had a couple months off of it.
can I hack the CIA with my powers?
You know when Alan does the Matrix and from Hangover?
Oh
All
yeah, the numbers.
Yeah, the numbers. Like, bro, that's what it feels like.
Oh, bro, it's mad.
You're like, it's like having the limitless pill. You're like, what? You want
then-
me to cure cancer? Done.
But then also your stomach's like, what the fuck's this?
Let me go to the bathroom for 10 minutes. I'll come back and cure cancer. Diabetes, that too, no problem.
just hold any existential questions you have for me. I'll get them after.
yeah.
But that's good. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, I saw a video on it from No Switch Fitness. No, he's a bodybuilding coach.
I don't muck around with the competition, bro.
Yeah,
Sorry.
soon. He basically said like don't waste pre-workout when you have normal energy. Like
I
utilize
read that. I like that.
Utilize it when you are half a zombie in deep prep.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
I think, you know what I think my problem is? It's a placebo. So I could have caffeine and go to bed. I'm telling you, like it doesn't affect me at all. I think it's the
the dosage matters though.
no, that's a fact. I just think anecdotally, regardless, if I had fucking like 3 monsters, or if I had double scoop fucking alter state, I'm gonna be like this, right? But if you have like
you'd be like messaging me like, bro, we're gonna do this project.
I'm like, bro, I just did all the year's work. But if I had a coffee or something, like the Wogs, they have the coffee espresso after dinner. Like they've been sleeping fine for years. It's all good. I've got the good genes. Right?
Hey, bro, my mum at 8:30 at night has a long black.
8:30. Keep going. 11 o'clock. You're at someone's house.
Yeah.
Espresso, and they're like,
No, not
yeah.
espresso, double espresso.
Got to make sure it's strong.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm going to bed now, and I'm like, really?
And then
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah.
Done.
Out
They-
in
bro,
10 seconds.
They don't care.
They don't. You know what? They probably get better quality sleep than both of us.
Yeah, because if they don't get it, then they're like, they can't function properly.
They have withdrawals.
Yeah, I swear to God. What was I going to say?
I don't know, but that's
Oh,
good.
fucking. Oh, you ruined my train of thought.
Either way, it was funny. What was that? We have 45 minutes.
47. I'm going to get it. We were
Yo-
talking about caffeine.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna have when I'm in prep? I'm gonna have coffee.
Oh, sorry. I got it. You cut me off. I'm cutting you off. The placebo before the gym. It's so I can. It's that we were talking about before, like the mental attitude towards the gym.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
that's fair.
Even if I have, like, I started taking citrulline.
Yeah, but have,
Even
like,
the Voost. If I don't have Voost, but I'm like, ugh,
have non-stim pre-workout.
waste.
No, I take it. I like it.
I'll just take Voost
Yeah,
and get a
true.
fat pump anyway, and it's
Yeah.
cheaper.
Yeah, it's true.
Unless someone wants to give me non-stim pre-workout for free, I'll take it.
Yeah, I got the Rides one. It's pretty average.
And just like it's all just other ingredients. Like I'll just have some honey, some salt,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah.
And my special water.
All right, honey's expensive.
It's actually I got a 1 kilo tub. I'm so wild. 1 kilo tub from Harris Farm for $10,
That's pretty good.
and it lasted me 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's solid. I don't actually use honey that much.
I fucking pump it.
Yeah, I
Put on eggs. I put on this. I put on that. I put on everything. Bagel on. Smoothie on. I started doing a glass of milk before bed. Right now I know why you give milk and cookies before bed. Sleep like a rock.
What is your scientific evidence?
I don't because I'm full. You sleep better when you're full. If you're hungry, that's my scientific evidence. If you're hungry, you're gonna have a shit sleep.
Yeah, no.
Most people don't eat well enough.
Try being dieting.
What do you mean? I did it.
Yeah, you did it for like 4 weeks.
7.
Look how quickly you were on that.
7, and I was shredded. Yeah. So like, if you're hungry before bed, you're gonna have a shit sleep.
Yeah, I agree.
Whereas like, most people don't eat well enough dinners or good enough dinners to be able to be satiated after dinner. So then they fucking eat junk and shit and this and that. It's like, if you had a couple pieces of fruit before bed and maybe just a bit of milk or some honey or something, carb load, done, sleep, done. Mad.
Good sleep.
Good sleep. And a bit of glycine, 2 scoops glycine, brother, you'll be dreaming like no tomorrow. It's fucking mad.
Let's wrap that up.
All right, well, we're going to record another one now.
Yeah. All right, guys.
I don't have another shirt, so.
That's fine. Neither do I. If you enjoyed the podcast and you like what we do and you're interested in coaching, send us a DM. If you just enjoy the podcast and want to follow along, like, subscribe, watch the YouTube. It helps out a lot. Share it on your stories. That also helps a lot too. We'll catch you guys in the next episode.
Thanks, guys.